Hello, YouTube world. Trying a new video format here. A little bit of a commentary video for you guys. Today I want to talk about Rainbow Six Siege and Jinxy's, Nicotine Nick, his effect on the community in the game currently. I think I started playing Siege around, I want to say like 2018. I don't know, a long time ago. And I played the shit out of that game. My tracked hours are getting very scarily close to 1,000. I think I'm sitting at like 980 or something around that ballpark. And there were a lot of problems with the game. I think with how original their idea was and how complicated that many characters in that kind of game can get. Well, okay, let's not get into that quite yet. But there were a lot of issues with the game, you know. It wasn't the greatest. The developers are Ubisoft, and they're not exactly known for being the smoothest, you know, with their games. Their games typically have a lot of glitches and shit. So naturally, they have a game with a lot of issues and a fan base that doesn't particularly like the developers. They made some changes to try and fix things, specifically maps. I remember I would play the game every once in a while after taking my hiatus, and I would hop back on, and all the maps that I like spent all these hours memorizing and shit were just like completely different. Some of the map reworks, they didn't change very much, but a lot of them they would like Consulate, I think it's called. That map looks entirely different now. So you're basically just relearning maps. So every time I would come back to the game after taking a hiatus, I would be bombarded with like new operators, new maps, and then just trying to get back into the game, and it makes it so much harder. So I just didn't want to come back to the game. I kept trying to and like just kept getting irritated. Nothing was working. So I thought the game was trash. It's like one of my most played games, and for years I just hated it. It was just too much info, and they weren't changing any of the problems with the game. Flash forward to 2024. My friend in voice chat is telling me that my friend Emily, shout out Emily if you're out there, goat, is telling me that Siege is having like a resurgence. And I believe they said it was because of they're adding ACOGs back, which is actually a pretty cool change. I'll get more into that later, but that is cool. They removed ACOGs. That's also a reason I stopped playing. They changed all the sites. Like every site was different too. So okay, your operators are new, your maps are new, all your attachments are changed. I don't know. I'm getting distracted here. Okay, stay on track. Emily's telling me about all these changes they're making and that Siege is getting a resurgence. And I feel like I've heard this before. So at first I was like, I didn't really believe them very much. I mean, I did, but I wasn't like convinced, you know. I wasn't like hopping on the game. And then I'm watching the H3 podcast, which is a podcast I watch, a bit controversial or whatever. And they're doing an interview, or they're reacting to Jynxzi's interview with Sneeko, which was fire. If you guys have not seen that, that is a great video. And this dude, Jynxzi, is like not letting up at all on Sneeko, but like doing it in such a manner it's like smooth and like it's like calculated, but he's also like funny and a good interviewer at the same time, and like somehow doesn't get Sneeko to like walk out on this interview while like drilling him with questions, but like kind of statements. I don't know. Really good interview. I recommend watching it. It's yeah. So then I saw that and I was like, wow, this guy's actually pretty funny. And then I think I saw like a YouTube short, and it was like how to know somebody watches Jinxy and Sketch, and then it was like some meme. I legit don't remember. I just remember seeing Jinxy and Sketch, and I was like, oh, isn't that the guy who did the Sneeko interview? I look into him, I go to his channel, and he's a Siege YouTuber, a Rainbow Six Siege YouTuber. I was so confused. So I start watching. I watched the video where Jinxy and Sketch play basketball with Moist Critical. Honestly, I mean, I'd have to rewatch it, but I don't even think it was that great of a video compared to most of. But I thought it was hilarious, so I kept watching more. And then Got really obsessed with Jinxy and Sketch. I think Sketch is hilarious, and so is Jinxy. And getting back into Siege, just seeing Jinxy playing Siege and having a lot of fun with it. And like, apparently I found out the player base is like the biggest it's been in years, which is not surprising. Like, Jinxy is single-handedly like raising this game out of the depths. And I just want to talk about the changes they've made to the game and how it's actually good again. Like, I'm enjoying the game, which I thought was like impossible. I thought that game was trash. The developers were like running it to the ground. But no, I've been having a good time. But yeah, a lot of the map changes I'm actually walking it back on, honestly. Like, they've made some really good changes, and I don't have problems with the maps now. The new ones, I sometimes feel like I'm like in a labyrinth, but I've noticed some good changes in the reworks, like on Chalet. I don't know. The stairs are now, they used to be like these really fancy like shelved stairs where it's like a shelf and then there's like a thing connecting it to another shelf, so you can see through the stairs when people are coming down and up it. And they changed that to just like a normal set of stairs, which I think it's like not that big of a deal. It's like a very specific circumstance, but I think they're trying to make every map not so unique. They need it more formulaic, so you know what to expect more often, and I like that. It's consistency. And I hope they keep going with that, because if they can get to a point where it's like, sure, you need to know the maps and know what to do on certain points, but if they continue with that and they make new maps that like follow a pattern, then I feel like when new maps come out, people who have been playing the game will be already used to the system they've made and more easily adjust to the new things they're adding, which sounds like they're in for the long haul. Other changes, the new operators, I don't know, they're really good. Ram is she's a new character. She's super unique and cool, and like, I actually am interested in them. And Isa, there's this new girl with like deployable shields on attack that can put down like a glass shield and like use it as cover. Even she can like hold it when she's like entering, so like maybe you don't have to drone as much. And as like a casual shield player, when I'm bored, I am obsessed with this character now. She also has Thermite's gun, which is like one of my favorite guns for some reason, and I've been using it for a while because I don't really like attack, so I usually play Thermite just to like do the least and like drone. But now I can play her, and she has nades. But yeah, new characters are really dope. Oh, one really big quality of life change is bullet holes. So when I played the game, I don't know when they changed this, but I just noticed it like right when I started playing again. When I played the game, you could shoot a wall with like a gun, like a pistol, whatever, as long as it's not a shotgun, and it will make like a single bullet hole, like as big as your bullet, that you can see through. You can see through. Now, I think you can understand the problem with that, okay? You'd always get these fuckers who would just sit at like the end of a hall on an unbarricaded wall. The one I'm thinking of right now is like, if you think border, armory site, there's that hallway by the stairs, and there's that unbarricaded wall right across the hallway. If you shot that wall, you would have a clear line into the middle of border. A clear sight. And you're shooting through a single pixel bullet hole. So the only counterplay to it is every time you see a wall with bullet holes, just spray it. But they removed it. It's gone now. Good changes. Good changes. Should have come a lot sooner, to be honest. But they're improving the game. So asking for that for a while. Very, very happy with it. Oh, another huge quality of life change. You can now change your operator on attack while droning. Which attack, this has also been a problem since the game came out. Attack is just worse than defense. I'm convinced of it. I've never heard people say that, but it shows in every single game I play. So attack is better than defense, and that's a big buff for attack, because now if you see a Valkyrie on the enemy team and you're on attack, just switch to IQ. If you see a what's his name, Maestro, if you see a Maestro, switch to Brava, also a new character. She hacks enemy gadgets, so she can just take his gadget from him, which is dope. These new characters are sick. Like, they're actually making the game cool. I love it. Oh, one more thing I forgot to talk about. So I think this is a new change. I just started playing the game, so I haven't really been actively keeping up with it throughout the years. I just have played it every once in a while. It's kind of the whole point of the video. But the new UI is like, oh, it hurts me. I literally, I'm not shitting you, I couldn't figure out how to queue when I first started playing. Like, it took me 10 seconds. It took me some time to find the play button. Like, that should be number one for you people. I don't know. Shitty UI. Shitty UI. I can't do this. I can't do the thing. But besides that, I think that's like the only thing I've noticed so far. Besides maybe, I don't know if I can say it noticed, but I know there's like a pretty heavy cheating scene. And I played a ranked game, and when I got on the next day, it said like your rank has been adjusted because you were in a match with cheaters. So I think they have a cheating problem, and I've heard they have a bot problem, but I haven't seen those, so I can't really speak on that too much. But yeah, how does this relate to Jynxzi? Well, I think Ubisoft made all the right changes for the most part, but that is not the reason the game is coming back. It is because of this dumbass streamer, Nicotine Nick, aka Jynxzi. If you play for like an hour or two, I don't know. You'll always see Jynxzi fans in the game, like, making direct, obvious references to all his shit. Like, granted, usually when I hear it, I like cringe a little bit, because I don't know. Usually they're cringe. But it's cool. Like, I don't know. I like that thing. You like that thing. We're all playing this game because we like that thing. That thing he got, that fucking big caboose of his. Yeah, I don't know. So it's like, I've never seen a YouTuber drag a AAA game out of the mud like this. And I just think it's it's crazy. It's like a phenomenon almost. And anybody playing the game knows who this guy is. Like, he is the reason your game is alive right now. So you either get people who like really like him or people who like really don't like him. I don't know, it's cool. I love it. And I've just been enjoying the game so much. And it's all thanks to this dude. So I wanted to talk about him and share it with you guys, because I think more people should give Rainbow Six Siege a try. It's been out for a long ass time. It's refined like a fine wine. It has all the right changes made. There's no other game like it. I don't know. Rainbow Six Siege is something special, and I'm glad it's finally getting the publicity that it really deserves, honestly. Because I hope this game will be like CS:GO and be playable for a while, because I don't want to see it die off, and I hope that Ubisoft can make it work. Anyway, I think that's it. I appreciate you guys watching my videos. Hopefully, I don't know, you have some interest in Siege or Jynxzi, and we'll give them a watch. And hopefully I'll see you in ranked. All my Mr. Chimps. But thank you guys for watching. Please like and subscribe. And have a good one.